They want to know, why do most men stay single? Now, before y'all answer, let me be clear with y'all. So, most men, about 50%, are single. Now, when you, with no children.
The women gonna say, where you get them statistics from?
Trust me, that's legendary. That's legendary. We can have a convo about that later. 2023, we will be having guests, ladies.
Right.
Trip.
They've been begging to come
so
up here.
we're gonna take care of all of that. So now, when you take into account the men that are single with children, it goes over 50%. So now, the question is, why do most men stay single? Go ahead, Chef. Set that up.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna talk to the single person.
Set that up.
I mean, most men stay single because of not only because of the freedom, but men just hate breaking up. To be honest, men hate separation because we're just our makeup, our genetic makeup is to protect, provide, and to serve to a certain extent. So when you getting into a situation and it's like it's laissez-faire, it's here today, going tomorrow, like a man just be like, yo, listen, I'ma just chill until I find something, until, you know what I mean, until one actually, you know what I mean, open my eye to see like, hey, listen, I'm not like the rest of these joints. You feel me? Like, nah, we really can actually not only get a one-on-one, but we can actually build something, you know what I mean, for our future, just in case if it does go to that that level.
So they staying single because I think they don't want to deal with the heartache of separation.
Yeah. Men don't like separation. That's number one. Okay. And plus, like Chris Rock said, man is only faithful as his options. So if he got mad options, hey, listen, man, most likely he gonna stay single because he don't want to hurt you. That's if he cares. Some niggas don't really give a fuck. Right. I'm gonna get this joint and I'm gonna get this joint and I'm gonna. Right. I mean, but. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, with maturity comes discipline. So
how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like men they single because the woman has kind of changed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, ladies. Let's be clear. The woman is not what we grew up to. Well, if I want to be clear, because I know some of our parents might be young, so let's say grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Great grandmother. You know what I mean? The times are different. She's out there more because the man has become more lazy overall. Right. So the woman had no other choice but to try to take care of her cubs. Right. So it's no disrespect when I'm speaking, but if a woman doesn't have time to make a man her priority, then you're gonna be what you are.
Because we became weaker.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, like that doesn't mean. I mean,
because the question is, why do men stay single? Because even if you're saying that man is weak, why is he single?
Yeah, I mean, like, cause most men who are weak, they get with that strong woman. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that's perfect for the woman I'm talking about.
Exactly. It's perfect for the woman.
So the man that I'm probably referencing might be more alpha per se. Now, women don't want to take, they don't want to be like commanded, you know what I mean? Because a man is supposed to lead the way. She's supposed to help him get through the journey.
Absolutely.
So if a man doesn't have any vision, then all right, I get it. But if a man got a clear vision, he's setting a directive, and she's not willing to follow because of what she's been through, that's what I'm trying to say is the difference.
Right. Okay.
Growing up, our parents probably had it harder than their parents. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not demographically living, but in the family aspect.
Okay.
That's what we're lacking. To me, I feel like the broken man doesn't really want to, because making that decision, I'm single, you know what I'm saying? I come from a broken home, you know what I mean? So, with that being understood, I'm not putting all my trust into her. How do you gain my trust?
Yeah.
Through time.
Right.
How much time? We don't know. Love has no care for time or order. But the character will show. And I don't feel like women are forthright with who they really are. At least in my perspective. So that's why I can't make that decision. And when you are, you may not just be for me.
Right.
See, a lot of people force relationships. I won't do that. And when you are single and you have options, then yes, I'm not settling for nobody just to be out there. That's another thing.
Not settling for less, because not to cut you off, because a lot of women, especially nowadays, they look for the traditional man, but these women ain't traditional women either. You know what I mean? Like, how can you set yourself as a precedent, but you're not even there? Right. You know what I mean? Like, it takes growth. It takes some time to actually get to that level, but you still gotta learn from your mistakes too. You can't be doing the same mistake, getting with dudes or laying down with dudes and then having babies, and then you expect us to actually come and sweep you off your feet. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's not this fairy tale story that we constantly want. You know what I mean? Especially coming from a woman's aspect, they actually want that.
They don't even take into account what they bring to the table, respectfully. Not even her own baggage, but when you do have a child, you bring in that too, and then the child was conceived with a man too. So then the man has to take all of that into account. So when you come on with all of that, you better have some high class.
On that note, I always say we are the only culture that accepts another man's child.
That's a fact.
No other culture, no other race does that. I feel like
I gotta think about it.
I mean, and the woman expect,
it's a high percentage for us.
The women expect us. We can't come in there and be like, yo, I'm rocking with you, but this is a whole nother man's responsibility. That's shouldn't be our responsibility. But because like how our mothers raised us, we're not gonna be cold to the child.
But some of these modern women, they'll say, you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm good. I got my child.
Yeah, or they'll say, hey, listen, we're a package deal without my child.
A lot of them,
but that's what I'm saying. When it comes to marriage and a relationship, that's not your choice to make for that man. Like, he doesn't have to put up.
Your job is to love that man.
Exactly.
But they won't see nothing. That's deep.
Yeah.
It's a real open-ended topic.
Woman is emotional, you know what I'm saying? So respectfully. So what I'm trying to say is deep, because her job is really to serve the man. But when you say that, she gets offended if she has a child. Respectfully.
So that's
you got to do your due diligence, lady.
And that's all
you gotta understand what we doing. Yeah.
So
if a woman doesn't know her role, that's it. The new woman doesn't know her role. If you don't know your role, you most likely won't have a ring. And if sometimes you do get a ring, it ain't gonna be by the man that you want. See, a woman that gets the ring by the man she wants knows her role. Boom.
That's a fact.
All off the top.
What you mean by role?
Yeah. Stop trying to be the man.
Like controlling them. Like, now you trying to control
Stop trying to be the man. The man is in control. The man's job is to control.
You were not created to be a man.
I was about to say, ooh. Stay tuned.
I kind of stayed out of that question because I'm married. So
shout out to the homie.
I mean, so I'm not single, so I just want to throw a little spice in there on top of that.
But I honestly,
I mean, you can still give a perspective on it.
I mean, but like I said,
why you think your man's single that is single? Right.
These are why these conversations need to happen. These conversations need to happen so that we can stop pointing the finger at each other and work together, so we can get to a understanding and a common goal. Because I believe that everybody wants matrimony and happiness. Of course, everybody does. You know what I mean?